Vintage Sound 93.1 FM, Tony Toncho from the Unity Point Health Studios. This is so exciting for us here at the radio station. She is a legend in the world of rock and roll. Brand new book, Living Like a Runaway. She's on tour. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Lita Ford on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline. Lita!
Tony!
Lita, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm in Chicago. I'm doing really good, actually. We've been on this book tour now for about a week, and we went through New York City and toured up New York City, and now we're in Chicago. Today we grab a flight to Austin, Texas, and then stay there for a couple of days. Then we head over to the West Coast.
Oh, my gosh. So you're actually in my hometown right now, Lita. I grew up in Oak Park, Illinois, which is about 10 miles west of downtown. So you're making me jealous.
No kidding.
I love Chicago. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, so, Lita, I'm so glad that this worked out, because here's what happens. It was like Monday or Tuesday. I get your book in the mail, Living Like a Runaway. I was so excited. And then they say she's available for interviews. And here we are. I've gotten to about 40 pages of your book, and it's absolutely fascinating. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, cool.
I really love it just kind of gives you a nice sense of growing up and how you first started playing the guitar, and the fact that you are self-taught and that you could hear things and play it back. Lita, I can't play any instrument, so I'm insanely jealous of that gift that you have. I just...
It's a God-given gift I have. I really have to say.
It's just such a cool read, and I appreciate how it's written, and I can't wait to finish the rest of it. And there's great pictures in the book. How long of a process was it for you, Lita, to get this thing together?
It was quite a long process, Tony. I went through different authors, different co-authors, and I just ended up doing it myself, really, because I couldn't quite get the voicing right. I wanted to get the voicing absolutely perfect. I wanted it to sound like Lita, and I didn't want it to be a complicated read. I wanted it to be easy to follow, although so much happens during the time of the book. There's so much in there. So there's a lot of juicy stories, some funny, some sad. It's got a lot of ups and downs, trials and tribulations of a chick in a female rock band, and then just moving on and becoming a solo artist, hurdles I had to jump to get to where I'm at today. And then, of course, having 2 children and coming back into the music industry afterwards. It's a ride.
Yeah, it is. And was putting it all to paper therapeutic in any way for you, Lita?
I think the therapy's coming out now. I get to talk about it.
Sure.
Putting it together was, you had to do a lot of research and find out what came first, was it the chicken or the egg? It was like, oh God, what year was that? What was I wearing? Who was there? What did they say? You want to paint a picture, and I wanted the reader to be able to feel like they were there. It's just a lot of cool stories.
Lita, I think so many people respect you for you've done so much in your career and you continue to rock, and I love it, but specifically young girls that want to play the guitar, it seems like, unfortunately, there's still a little bit of a stigma left. What do you say to a young girl that wants to learn to play the guitar? What's the advice that would come from someone like yourself?
If you want to play guitar, play guitar. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anybody discourage you or tell you that you can't. There's no reason why you can't. I say follow your dreams. If you've got a vision and you've got a dream and you've got something that you want to do or want to learn, whether you're a man or a woman or a girl or boy, it doesn't matter.
I love that.
I've seen musicians play with one arm, like Rick Allen.
Right.
I've seen musicians play with no fingers. I've seen guys play with their toes. I've seen blind musicians.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they can do it, you can do it too.
Lita, we have a chance to see you on Sunday, April 17th. You're playing at the Diamond Joe Casino in Dubuque, Iowa, which is a really cool place. And a former coworker of mine's band, Bad Hair, they're opening up for you. When people come to a live show with Lita Ford, what can they expect? Because admittedly, it's unfortunate I haven't seen you live in concert, so I'm going to try and make it on the 17th. What can we look forward to, Lita?
Oh, God, I've got a kick-ass band. I've got Bobby Rock on drums, Marty O'Brien on the bass guitar. Marty's a monster on the bass. And Patrick Kennison on guitar. Patrick Kennison was in Union Underground.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Union Underground from the 90s.
Sure.
He's just a shredder. And together we are Rolling Thunder. Powerful band.
I love it. And you sound great. Like you have the passion is still there. I mean, getting on stage now, as opposed to maybe the first few times with the Runaways back in the day, is it still an exhilarating feeling for you?
Oh yeah, every time we get on stage, it's an exhilarating feeling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it.
Lita, what's cool?
Where I want to be.
Yeah, no, it seems like that's a good place to be. This radio station that you're on right now, we're kind of unique, Lita, in the sense that we get to play requests and what people want to hear, and we don't have like a 200-song playlist to follow. And I want to share with you some requests that came in, and I want to see if any of these are in the current set list. So I had a few people request songs like "I'm Watching You," "Hate." Street of Dreams was one. Are any of those songs in the current set list?
No. We were playing Hate for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs. That song took me 15 years to write.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
No. That's incredible.
It was just an insanely good lyric.
Mm-hmm.
And then not just the lyrics, then trying to put it to music. It was just a really difficult song. And it came to life during the Living Like a Runaway album. We were able to put it to some great music, and I think the song just kicks ass.
It totally does. And I'm happy to say that, Lita, if, say, you went in the studio and you put out a record tomorrow, we could play it here and people would love it. Because you have a lot of fans in the Midwest, as I'm sure you're experiencing being in Chicago and then coming to Iowa on April 17th.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be on tour with Hailstorm. We start April 1st with Hailstorm.
Wow. That is
so
awesome.
It's going to be a great tour. And I've got an album coming out on April the 15th.
Perfect.
It's called Lita Ford's Time Capsule, and it's a throwback to the 80s. They're old analog tapes that I had transferred to digital.
Cool.
And then we remixed them and put them together and we're going to release them on April the 15th. There's so many guest musicians on these tracks, and they're really, really awesome songs. So I'm so excited about it.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. And again, that's something that we'll pick up and play on the radio and support you and what you continue to do as much as we can. It's the least we can do, Lita, because you've provided us with so many great years of rock and roll.
Thank you.
Listen,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, you're so welcome. The book is Living Like a Runaway. It's available now, and you got to check out Lita Ford on tour and get the new record when it comes out. Lita, I hope you have a great weekend. Tell everybody in Chicago I said hi, and thank you for the time this morning. I truly appreciate it.
Absolutely. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Take care.